Nithyananda. Let's start with the Sadguru Vandana. Sit straight, visualize Bhagavan in third eye, and start with the Sadguru Vandana. Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadusham Tattvamasyaadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalam Achalam Sarvadi Satnibhutam Bhavatītam Triguna-rahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Welcome to Sri Kailasa Kuti and Manifesting Past session. Welcome everybody. Such a wonderful day with a great discourse from Swamiji. Such beautiful, profound truth. How anger just only destroys us, where we can understand the higher reality only by understanding it is of no use being angry on somebody else. Swamiji once said such a beautiful story. There was a boy who was smoking, and when he wanted to drop the smoking, he came to Swamiji and said, I want to get rid of that. And Swamiji blessed him. And then when he asked why he was smoking, he said, every time I smoke, I remember so I decided to smoke. He beautifully explained, Swamiji beautifully explained how he can go over the smoking by dropping the smoking, by dropping the anger on his father. He can never get rid of smoking directly because he started, the whole reason he started was he was angry with his father. When he dropped the anger with his father, he was able to complete with the smoking, and the addiction just leaves him. More and more, how Swamiji beautifully explains that anger is nothing but destroying ourselves in every phase. He says how the pure consciousness, when it reflects in our heart and starts manifesting, it is enlightened, living enlightenment. When we start taking this as higher priority, rather than simply getting upset, frustrated, irritated with this outer world can be only shifted by shifting the inner space from anger, from frustration to oneness with Paramashiva. And Swamiji himself makes it happen, gives the initiation for us to experience that. Because dropping all this pattern is one of the most difficult tasks. It's like the ant going on the stone, and the stone slowly makes a dent. But that takes yuhas, ages. But Swamiji, just in one darshan, one diksha, he can remove so many of karmas. That's why Swamiji says when he does the ASP program, just for one person, 100 people are benefited. When we are doing completion, 100 people around us are also completed. It's such a beautiful space is created in us because we are nothing but the reflection of others in us. Swamiji beautifully defines the I in us, the inner image, the outer image, the other's image, and life image. He gives 4 images that we struggle with all the time. But all the conflict in this is only because we are moving again and again to the outer world for solution. More and more, when we start moving inside, even though we are struggling, the more and more we live out of the inner space. The solution lies in the inner space. Such a wonderful space that Swamiji has created just by removing that pattern from the inner space and releasing us from all this bondage of anger and frustration again and again during satsang, and giving us the diksha. So the conflict is reduced, and simply the whole I, the mind dissolves in the inner space, and Swamiji himself inside us starts radiating through us as pure consciousness, which is living enlightenment. Again and again, following the Charya Pada, the everyday satsang, the Kriya Pada, the puja, and the Yoga Pada, how he said, don't spoil your health, do yoga every day. And the Jnana Pada, the power manifestation, reiterate reality by manifesting around you as whatever you want as your reality. The more and more your reality you're able to define and manifest, the more and more you're in the pure conscious space as reality. More and more we start aligning to Paramashiva inside us. Simply we'll see the manifestation happening around us. So with that, let's go to the Shastra Pramana today.
The Shastra for the power of third eye awakening is taken from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 34, Dharana 11. Kapalantarmanonyasya tishthanmilitalochanaha kramena manasodadhyat lakshaye lakshamuttamam. Kapalantarmanonyasya tishthanmilitalochanaha kramena manasodadhyat lakshaye lakshamuttamam.
This is from Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 34, Dharana 11. Here, Swamiji beautifully describes by fixing the mind on the inner space within the crown center and sitting stably without any movement, having the eyes closed in succession by the stability of the mind and the inner space. Through the power of the third eye, one directly sees the ultimate goal, Lakshyam, by having the vision beyond the sight, and that reveals any object or place attaining the space of oneness with the source, Paramashiva. Here, beautifully, he says how Swamiji said the internal organ and intra organ. How we have the internal organ that we know. When we close our eyes, we have no idea whether we have an organ or not. We have never seen our organ inside us. But we know that science has given us all the details by so many of the bodies they have seen, and they give us, and we understand that. Same way, the saints have given us the intra organ, the Vak Siddhi and the Ananda Gandha, how that actually takes care of everything, the higher reality. That's why they say in trillion photography, if they see some problems in the aura, they can really deduct how the function of internal organs starts functioning after a few years. Now scientists are catching up with all these great science. The Sahasrara Chakra, how much it is awakened, simply it starts aligning to the whole being. The greatest part, each chakra is determined by a devata. Like Vishuddhi is Devi, the Agnya is third eye, and Sahasrara is the Guru himself. The more and more you hold in your heart, enjoy the Guru space and start living the space of Swamiji again and again, you forgetting yourself and just dissolving into your Guru will open up the Sahasrara in gratitude. That is the chakra of gratitude, the highest attitude that we have. Whatever, instead of anger, if you have such gratitude in everything, you are able to see the gratitude. Simply abundance and relationships and everything just gets to the highest reality. Here in this sutra, he says very clearly, by fixing the mind on the inner space within the crown center. Again, the mind, which is only limited cognition, the limited possibility, which creates the frustration and anger because it is limited. We are feeling frustrated is understandable because we are struggling with the mind. That is the frustration, not frustration on the person or frustration on the outer world things. But the frustration is actually because we are frustrated about our limitation, that we are not going beyond what we perceive. More and more we go into the perception, we are always limited and always struggling. The more and more we are in the oneness with Paramashiva, in the space of such gratitude, in the space of such beautiful awakening from the heart center, we see more and more things happening as reality. So here he says very clearly, when by fixing the mind on the inner space in your heart center, within the crown center, and sitting stably without any movement, having the eyes closed, the stability is not just the outer world of stability, but the inner world of the mind, the Drida Buddhi, holding that higher cognition is real. Everything else is the delusion. Again and again, especially when you're going through something, seeing yourself very deeply, how you're going through and how the outer world is unreal, which is pulling you into the patterns where the more and more you are aligned to the Paramashiva space inside you, the Swamiji space inside you, you will be able to see the outer world is redundant. It is not affecting you in spite of what you're going through. One directly sees the ultimate goal. The ultimate goal is living enlightenment, living out of your heart, living out of your experience, the higher experiences, not living out of your perceptions. The perceptions are always confusing, but only the reality is, Swamiji beautifully put it, the higher self-effulgent light opening up inside you and you experiencing that from your heart center by the vision beyond the sight that reveals any object. When you start living from your heart, experience of the heart, experiencing Swamiji inside your heart, filled your heart with only the higher realities, then you're attaining the oneness with Paramashiva. The Paramashiva in you, Swamiji inside you, opening up and manifesting as reality is the only way to manifest the reality. Let's go to the instruction today. So here we are going to do the GPS. Unknown places. Take 2 unknown places, completely new to you. Take anywhere part of the globe. Just write down. And then whenever you chant the Mahavakya, whatever direction you see, start marking those directions. And simply you will see how it is all appearing perfectly in the way it is there in the map. So let's get into the meditation. We are going to sit straight, visualize Swamiji in the third eye, continuously contemplate how the pure consciousness reflects in our inner space and how we manifest as our life itself is the reality versus the perception, which is continuously creating frustration and anger and pulling us into the pattern. Contemplate on the great truth that Swamiji has given and continuously chant the Mahavakya, the greatest initiation that we have got into the mantra. The mantra japa from the Guru is the ultimate. Getting that as ultimate gift, go on cherishing that space, your experience, your darshan inside your heart, and continuously chant the Mahavakya and start being in the oneness with Paramashiva, the beautiful darshan that you just received. So let's get into the meditation. Let's sit straight, Visualize Swamiji in your third eye. Continuously contemplate on the great truth that's going to reveal you to the higher and higher reality, and hold the oneness space with Paramashiva. Fill your heart only with Paramashiva and chant the Mahavakya to open up and connect to the highest reality. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द 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 परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ Shivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Shivoham. Om Nithyananda Shivoham.
Thank you. Please go ahead and verify from the Google Maps the place that you have taken and whatever Swamiji has shown. Go ahead and verify that, and you can share it in the Sri Kailasa Courtyard Manifesting Power Group. It's such a beautiful space of darshan, diksha, and power manifestation. All these great signs are shared in the Sri Kailasa Courtyard Manifesting Power Group. The more and more people are sharing, thanks to whoever is sharing, it's really so many Shakshi Pramanas that we assert what Swamiji is saying is true. That is what we are asserting, that Shakshi Pramana, that pure consciousness, it is reflecting in me and it is manifesting as Shakti in me. Swamiji himself becoming me and me becoming Swamiji himself. The pure conscious mind just getting dissolved in the pure consciousness is the power manifestation. You asserting the Shakshi Pramana again and again is this Sri Kailasa Courtyard Manifesting Power page, where you can see so many people have beautifully explained how they have manifested the powers. When you read it also, you start manifesting more and more powers. And when you start sharing, it liberates you from this Maya and ultimately causes your reality, because others are nothing but your reflection. Yes, we are asking you to take 2 bricks and walk to learn walking in 2 legs. When the monkey started walking and becoming man, it started lifting 2-3 stones every day and putting it. But it cannot build a skyscraper from that. The monkey does not know that. But it is not doing a favor to build a skyscraper, but it is doing a favor for itself to start living as a human being. Same way, by sharing this, we are the most who are gained, not the people who are going to see this sharing, but we go on sharing is when how we cherish and we start telling the whole world that the Paramashiva space is real, manifestation is real, all these powers are real. Again and again, every day, if we do that, simply the gratitude that you are expressing in all this sharing really opens your Sahasrara and you manifest extraordinary powers. This is part of our manifestation, to share with the world for you to understand what you created is ultimate. Even if it is a small diagram, take a picture of it and only one part is correct. Just mark what you got it correct and start posting it. You will start seeing slow and slow every day you start doing power manifestation. Few months you will be a real beautiful space of oneness with Paramashiva. You will be manifesting all around you, not just in the during the power manifestation, but everything you can manifest your reality. No need to get clutched when you're having a problem and seriously you're caught in that. You will not go to try to solve the problem, but you will simply start chanting the Mahavakya, and you know that you will be given better output than what you would have even thought you would be experiencing. So that beautiful space happens when you start sharing with the world, because each time we speak up, only then we start enriching ourselves and we pull us out of the delusion and we get liberated from our own inner effulgence space. It's we who has to do it. It has to be the monkey who has to become the man. The man cannot make the monkey into man. A monkey can only decide and monkey can only do all the exercise which becomes a man. So it is we who have to do that exercise of pulling us out of delusion. by deciding to align with the higher reality. And we who have to cause everybody, the more we cause everybody, whatever you want, the other person starts doing that. Simply, you will see you can do anything with everybody. The pure consciousness simply reflects in your heart and manifests as your reality. So go on sharing with the world the ultimate space as Shakshi Pramana by yourself, and simply you'll see the more and more gratitude happening inside you. With that, let's surrender all these powerful cognition and power manifestation to Swamiji's lotus feet. Again and again, when we surrender with a deep gratitude and in humbleness, in prayerful space, we earn and we seek for Swamiji's blessing to move out of all this anger and frustration and be only in the bliss, the pure consciousness, to awaken that self-effulgent light, Swamiji himself becoming you and you becoming Swamiji in your inner space. With a deep gratitude, request Swamiji to manifest inside you as your reality, as your existential reality. With that, let's visualize Swamiji in the third eye and end with the Purna Mantra. Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamudashyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavate Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam Padaka Arpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you. Thank you, Swamiji. Thank you, everybody. Nithyananda.